This is question 9, a probability question from the following paper. So this is the June 2022 paper, Applied Maths CCEA, and this one's question 9, so it's about probability. Let's take a wee look at what it asks us. If N, A and B are such that the probability of A given B is 0.45, that's our conditional thing obviously, the probability of A and B is 0.18, and the probability of B given A is 0.72, find the values of probability of A and probability of B. So you're sort of given this formula in your formula booklet. I'm going to write a slightly different version of it. I know that probability of A given B is equal to the probability of A and B all over the probability of B. So we're asked for the probability of B here. So that's the probability of A and B all over the probability of A given B. So that's going to be 0.18 over 0.45, and that's obviously 18 over 45, which gives us then 2/5. Very similar then for the second one, the probability, I'll slide this sheet up a wee second, of B given A is the probability of B and A all over the probability of A. Calculating the probability of A then is the probability of B and A all over the probability of B given A. So again it's 0.18 here, and then we have 0.72 here. Again, that information is just up above. That's 18 over 72, and that gives us then 1/4. Part 2, if I can find it. There we go. Hence determine whether or not A and B are independent. So A and B are independent if, and only if, the probability of A and B is equal to the probability of A multiplied by the probability of B. Back in sort of GCSE and Key Stage 3 level, you have a notion of what independent meant, and it's intuitive enough. But this here, just go with this formula every day and see where we are. So that's going to be 0.18. I think it told us there in the thing. So we probability of A times the probability of B. Probability of A times the probability of B. So the probability of A was 0.25 times 0.4, and that gives us 0.1. 0.1 is not the same as 0.18, therefore not independent. Using a Venn diagram or otherwise calculate the probability of not A and not B. So we know the probability of A and B is 0.18, so that goes in there. The probability of A, again keep me right, is 0.25. So this plus this gives me 0.25, so that's 0.07. The probability of this is 0.4, which means this is 0.22, which means out here then needs to be, what format's my calculator in here? You can just about read this. 0.07 plus 0.18 plus 0.22, and that equals 0.47. If you take that away from 1, you get 0.53. And that's what we want. Therefore, the probability of not A and not B is 0.53. There is another way of doing it. You can do it using the formula, but I think this is a much more intuitive and straightforward way.